Peace and blessings, people. This is the Ravenous Blackbird, and you have tuned in once again to the Ravenous Blackbird's YouTube channel show. And if you are a first time viewer, second time viewer, third time viewer, so forth and so on, and you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please feel free right below this video if you're watching this on YouTube. Click the subscribe button, and right next to the subscribe button, once you click it, there should be a bell that pops up, or it may be right to the far right. After you click subscribe, click that bell button for notification. If you click the bell button, you will receive notification of all the new videos that I post, whether it's to your phone or whether you're watching this from your laptop or computer. You will receive a notification that I posted a new video. That way you will keep up to date with my videos and the author, which is me, and we'll be connected together not only as author and subscriber, but as family. Okay, so welcome you to the channel if you're a new viewer, and welcome you back if you are a person that's viewed my videos continuously. Okay, today I just want to reach out and find out if I'm the only one out there that is still quarantining and playing it safe and sheltering and prepping, prepping meaning stocking food aside, water aside, weapons, and so forth and so on. And is there anybody else out there that's still, playing it safe? Because we're not out of COVID-19 pandemic yet. And I've made several of the videos prior to this in regards to there's another pandemic coming, whether it's going to be COVID-20. This is COVID-19 that we're in right now. So when the numbers go up, that every time there's a new virus, a lot of people didn't know that. I found that out by doing research, that when there's a new virus that comes out, it goes from COVID-18, 19, 20. So whatever this next pandemic is, whether it is a water crisis, I've been doing research that there's a possible water crisis coming, not so much as a shortage of water, but a contamination of the water, possibly a COVID-20, which is the spread of this new variant of COVID-19 that's mutating itself into a worser kind of COVID, which would be COVID-20. Or would there be another pandemic, such as a hacking of our government systems? Like I think that was with Russia, that tried to hack into the government systems. Or would it be something with the power grid? It's going to be one of those four things, people. But the thing is anyone else still playing it safe? Especially people that I know that's watching this video. Are you stocking up? Are you preparing? Are you putting food aside, water aside? Or are you going to wait to the last minute where you can't get out and get to the store in the midst of chaos, when people are running over each other, robbing each other, and you won't have time to stock anything up? Or are you just going to wait and say, well, the government, they'll take care of us. They'll, bring a helicopter and some troops from the military, and they'll drop us off boxes of food and water. You ask the people in Hurricane Katrina that were part of that Hurricane Katrina how long it took for help to arrive. Texas, just going through what they went through, for the weeks that they went without clean water. Where was the government all of that time? Where was the help all of that time? Thank God for our government, people. But you, just like me, should be prepping, stocking up, still playing it safe, because COVID-19 is mutating. Not every person has been vaccinated. And then on some of the vaccines, you have to be vaccinated more than one time in order to really have it safely and effectively protect your system. And then a lot of us are still weary about taking the vaccine. I put some truth out in a video in regards to COVID-19 being symbolic to, not saying it is, and I know YouTube and Big Brother's watching. I'm saying, I put out a video before that said how close that the COVID-19 vaccine was symbolic to the mark of the beast. Constitutional right to say that. Okay? And so there's a lot of us that still are unsure about taking the vaccine. And many people like myself, before we put YouTube videos out, people, for you to watch, truth to watch, we dig in, we research. We don't just sit and watch the news. We research. And I know people that know people about what they're putting or what they put in the COVID-19 vaccination, which I will not get into because I know that Big Brother's watching, and especially the conservative Christians and the people that voted for Trump, they're trying to silence us. But this is not a COVID-19 video. But as far as the vaccination, but what I wanted to touch bases on was to find out, was anybody else out there being smart, also studying, doing your research on the vaccination. You have the constitutional right to say what you feel about the vaccine, okay? And you have that right to want to take it or not take it. And nobody should blackball you for that, okay? It's no different than, a homosexual choosing to be homosexual, or a Muslim choosing to be a Muslim instead of a Christian. You can't blackball a person. It's their right, their constitutional right, their religious freedom, or whatever, yada, yada, of what they choose to be, or whatever religion, right? Just like it's my right to stock up and prep and still quarantine and still play it safe and still practice self-distancing and not have company over to my apartment or my home and not hang out with other people, because we're not out of the first pandemic yet, people. And so I'm hoping that those that are viewing, those of you that are viewing my videos, especially this one, that you are considering, if you have not, to continue to play it safe. And when I say quarantine, I'm meaning stay at home as much as possible. That's what I do. I try to stay at home as much as possible. I order groceries from home. I got exercise equipment at home, weapons at home, plenty of food and stocks of stuff, food, weapons, all of that put aside. Because look at what's going on in the government. Look at what's going on with the Biden administration and the border wall policy. Look at what's going on with this new gun reform thing. You know what the gun reform thing is, people? That is, he wants to take away, the Democratic Party this was already in motion. That's why they needed to get President Trump out of office, so they can put this demonic agenda in motion. They want to take away our gun freedom. They don't want to have, they don't want us to have the right to bear arms. President Trump was always for us having a right to bear arms. He was pro-life. He was not pro-abortion like the Biden administration. And as much as I love President Joe Biden and the Biden administration, I'm against the demonic agenda of taking away our guns and abortion and all this other lawlessness and sin, people. So the world is getting worse. They're telling you on the news, everything's looking up. This many people's being vaccinated, but yet people are still dying. And now we have hate crimes against our brothers and sisters of the Asian descent. Asian Americans are being hated on, being blamed. And because of the blame of COVID-19, now they're being killed, beaten, persecuted, rejected, much like what Black people have felt and went through for decades upon decades upon decades. And nothing has ever been done about it. And so now I urge you, my YouTube viewers, my family and subscribers, whatever you want to call yourself, I refer to you as family of subscribers, because a family is unified. I urge you to start, if you have not been, because I do know some people on YouTube, because I follow them and I subscribe to their channels. They are preppers, meaning they're stocking up food, stocking up supplies, water, weapons, bullets, baseball bats, whatever you can get. And if you can afford to, start from somewhere, people. Because we're not out of this pandemic yet. And I'm still playing it safe. because the news, they don't, in the media, they don't tell you everything you need to know. They only tell you what they want you to know or what they want you to hear, because they know the majority of the people, not all, but the majority, are not going to do their study. Their studying is holding the remote control, turning to every news channel, and then saying, okay, I did my studying, my research. You got to go beyond that. It's worth it, people. It's worth it to take time out to pick up a book and read. I read something every day. Every day I read something biblical, something spiritual, and something political. Because there's a lot going on in the spiritual realm, and there's a lot going on in the political realm, in the White House, in Congress, in Senate, in the House of Representatives, Supreme Court, and every judiciary system. There's craziness going on all around us. So people, I urge you to keep playing it safe. Stay home as much as possible. It's not, you know, lame to stay at home. You're more safer at home than you are out in the streets. The Asian Americans will tell you that right now. They're afraid, a lot of them, to leave their homes. Much like blacks, especially black men. Afraid because we've been targets, people. Asian Americans, targets. Black men, black community, targets. So stock up. Play it safe. Shelter yourself. Always make sure you have bulks and stocks of things, because you never know when the next pandemic is going to hit. This is the Ravenous Blackbird. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Once again, please feel free to click like, click dislike, leave comments. Let me know you agree or disagree, or maybe you have some information that'll help me out. Until the next video, be safe, stay at home as much as possible, and stock up. Peace out, y'all.